Good evening, people, and welcome to today's video all about comic book films or superhero films, whichever one fits. Never been a comic book reader, never read one as a kid, wasn't my thing. So whether things are accurate to comic books, that never bothered me. I just want something that I enjoy. And we had a good run with comic book films. We had a good run. I'm kind of finished with them now. I just watched The Blue Beetle. Fucking hell. But anyway, I do have 10. I could have put more, but 10 favourite comic book films. And we'll kick off with what many people used to think was the best MCU film. I don't know if that's the case anymore. But from what I've seen and heard, there's nothing else come out since this that you could say is as good as this. But The Winter Soldier, I like Captain America. I like the character, I like the idea of him. I love the shield, I do. It's a great shield. Then his buddy, Iron Man. I'd probably heard of Iron Man back in the day. I think Iron Man was in the cartoon, was he? Was he in the Hulk cartoon? Yeah, I'm sure I knew of Iron Man, but yeah. The only thing I don't like about this is the end when he fights that other guy. I forget his name now, but that never interested me. But the rest of it, yeah, good fun. And talking about Captain America again, it's the first Avenger. This one stands out a lot more to me than Winter Soldier. The era, the things he does, when he gets to be who he is, really good introduction. Then onto a film that is the only, if not the only one of the very few, or probably the only film that has pure movie magic, and it's the first Superman. Combine the character with the actor, with the music, the special effects. They still, at times they look fine, at times they look their age, but you know, can you believe a man can fly? Imagine sitting in a cinema in 1979, being a comic book fan. You'd read them as a kid, and you watch this. You know, it must have been great. But Christopher Reeve makes every Superman film that he's in. Even number 4 with Nuclear Man. Holy shit. Next up is Batman. Again, a film that I've not always liked. Never been a fan of Jack Nicholson, but then I became a fan of Jack Nicholson, and I love him, and I love the suit, the car, the music, the Batcave, everything about it. It really is top notch, the look of Gotham. Then number 5, we have the Avengers. The first one, the first time they're all together. How cool was that? Even for me, it was cool to see them in a circle. And I watched this, I think, last year again. It's still entertaining. It's small in size and scope, but I like it. Then we have Thor, the original Thor. Thor Ragnarok, I used to love. I haven't seen it for a while, but that comedy kind of grates on you after a while. This is the Thor I like. More of an old English way of speaking, like a Shakespearean way of speaking, and how he looks, and the hammer. I much prefer this hammer than Stormbreaker. I know what Stormbreaker does, but I like this hammer, Jonathan. But yeah, good stuff. My favourite Batman film to this day is Batman Begins. Haven't seen this for a while, but there's nothing that would say that I wouldn't like it again. Love the idea of the Scarecrow, love the Tumbler, the Batmobile, whatever you want to call it. Michael Caine's great. Christian Bale, I don't care about the voice, how silly it gets. Number 2 is Blade. The first Blade was one of the best openings of any comic book film you'll ever see, and film in general. Wesley Snipes is cool, the action's cool, his fighting is cool, his weapons are cool, the villain is okay, the special effects at the end are dreadful, but I love Blade, I really do. And then the last one, the original Ninja Turtles, right there, the first one. The second one's alright. The third one, I just watched it recently, isn't as bad as I remember it, but the first one has a little bit of a serious tone to it when Raph gets his ass kicked and Leo's holding a vigil when he's in the bathtub. Casey Jones, Splinter, the look of Splinter, there's martial arts in this. They're not 8 foot tall, they can't fly through the air and jump around like Superman. The family connection, the banter, the camaraderie they have with each other. And it's sad that a film like this is still the best Ninja Turtles film, in my opinion. I've seen that latest one, the cartoon one, fucking me, Jesus Christ. Anyway, they're my favourite comic book films. There's probably quite a few sequels that aren't in here that will be in my sequels list. The Dark Knight. So as I said last video, all genre lists will be different. So there you have it. That's it. Comments are welcome.